Lando Norris took a stunning pole position for the Mexico City Grand Prix with championship leader Oscar Piastri only qualifying 8th, although he was start 7th due to Carlos Sainz's grid penalty. Norris beat Leclerc by a quarter of a second as he delivered under pressure in a dramatic climax to qualifying and will have a huge opportunity to make big inroads into Piastri's 14-point title lead as the lights go out on Sunday. Lewis Hamilton took a season best third, and the two Ferraris could give Norris a headache on a long run down to turn 1 year on since the last Scuderia Ferrari win. Norris made ground on the outside on Piastri in the last 4 rounds since his retirement from Dutch Grand Prix at the end of August, and has since made momentum on his side with 5 races to go. I'm happy to be back on pole. It's actually been quite a long time, so it's a good feeling, said Norris. But that was one of those where you don't really know what happened. It felt decent when I saw the time, and I was very pleasantly survived. I've been feeling good all weekend, especially today. I've got a little bit nervous at the Ferrari at the end, but I pulled out when it mattered, so I'm very happy. I've not been sleeping well lately, so maybe that's the key to it all. Mercedes George Russell qualified 4th, while Red Bull's Max Verstappen 40 points behind Piastri struggled to 5th. Verstappen fared better than Piastri, who faced an uphill battle, qualifying 8th behind Antonelli and Sainz. Sainz's 5-place grid penalty means he will start 12th. Rookies Isaac Hadjar for Red Bull Racing Bulls and Haas's Oliver Bearman rounded out the top 10 with Tsunoda in 11th. A close fight across the field was expected coming into Saturday, but Norris put down the marker by topping final practice over 3/10 and continued blistering pace into qualifying, while Piastri avoided a big scare in Q2 to simply reach to the top 10 shootout. Norris was flying through the sessions, although from nowhere Leclerc produced a spectacular lap on the first runs in Q3 to take provisional pole for Ferrari, but Norris turned the tables under huge pressure with 3 purple sectors on his way to a 15.5 to beat Leclerc by a quarter of a second and a tenth more for Hamilton. It was a beautiful lap. The car never moved, said Villeneuve. He knew exactly what he wanted. He put the car there and did everything he wanted. He also knew he has the best pace for the race. Also, he has to survive that first corner. Although much of the attention has been on Verstappen's title charge, Norris has been chipping away at Piastri's points lead. If Norris wins Sunday's race, he will take the championship lead if Piastri finishes outside the top 4. It's not a certainty Piastri will climb through the order as he's lacked pace and could get stuck in traffic. The Australian's time was lost everywhere, and he said there's no pace, which is a bit of a mystery. It's been more or less the same weekends. Obviously, it's a bit frustrating. Not a huge amount has changed in the way I'm feeling with the car, but with just the pace isn't there. The title protagonist Verstappen has won 5 times at this track and will be aiming for a podium. Red Bull brought a new floor to Mexico, but it feels like it hasn't really made the impact they would have hoped. It could be a big fight for Norris though, with the Ferraris behind, as we've seen Ferrari look pretty strong here last weekend, and I think now's a good chance for Hamilton to maybe score his first podium in red. And before I go, let me run you through the classification. Norris on pole, great job from him, but yeah, I really fancy those Ferraris to double team him going into turn 1. So yeah, it could be an interesting one. Russell in 4th. I think probably best he could do. He'll be pretty happy with that. And then Verstappen in 5th. It's frustrating, and yeah, he probably needs to make ground up. So yeah, he'll be disappointed with that. And then you got Antonelli 6th, Piastri 7th. I think good job from Antonelli. Piastri though, really disappointing. It's really weird what's happened to his pace, I've got to be honest. Hadjar in 8th, probably maximising it. Bearman as well. Tsunoda in 10th. I mean, it's okay, it's better. But you know, it's still probably not really where he needs to be if he wants to have any chance of retaining his seat. Ocon in 11th. You know, he's a bit closer to Bearman this weekend, so yeah, fair play to him, he'll be happy with that. Sainz 12th, disappointing, out-qualified Albon comfortably, but yeah, that penalty really harming him. Hulkenberg in 13th, Kick not really having much pace, but it's good for him to be ahead of Bottas again. Similar story for Aston. Lawson struggling to be Hadjar. Similar story for Albon and Stroll, and then the Alpine, yeah, like we see constantly now, just rounding out the field. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.